What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's me review of Cry Macho, the newest film from legendary director Clint Eastwood. Now, before we begin, if you like this channel, awesome, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like any videos, awesome, hit that like button, as well as commenting below any video that you watch, including this one. So, Cry Macho is this latest directorial effort from the now 91-year-old Clint Eastwood. Pretty crazy to think about. It's about a character named Mike, who of course is played by Clint Eastwood. He's a horse rancher. He used to be a cowboy rider, a bull rider, and all that stuff. He, in essence, is friends or somewhat friends with this character who's played by Dwight Yokam, who plays Howard. And Dwight Yokam's character offers this character, Mike, a chance to go down and retrieve Howard's son, who is in the midst of a problem where his mom's not, kind of I want to say a bad person in a lot of aspects. So Mike takes a job, he goes down and rescues Rafa. They're trying to get back, and the federales are getting involved with all that good stuff. And it ends up being the story about how a young kid who's kind of, on his own, he's not really had a very good, relationship with his parents, and a rough around the edges character who start to kind of form a relationship, and how that kind of changes them as they go along, and so on and so forth. So it's a very much a small movie about, relationships and, the things of our past and how we change as we, become kind of around people that we don't know, and so on and so forth. And so here we are, another Clint Eastwood movie. He does literally a movie either every other year or every year at this point, maybe 2 films a year, which is pretty crazy. He shifts around genres like it's going out of style, so maybe he'll do like a Western, or he'll do an action suspense movie, or he'll do a movie about war. He's a director that's so versatile at this point, it's pretty crazy. So whatever movie he puts out, you're not going to be surprised by it. But the fact that he's doing movies even at his age now is something pretty cool, I guess you could say, because it really shows the passion that he has as a director. It keeps him busy, and it keeps him, from sitting in a chair for the rest of his life or whatever. With that said, out of the, Clint Eastwood himself, this is a movie that relies heavily on Clint Eastwood's character, Mike, and Rafa, the Edward Minett character, and their chemistry together. It takes the story, yeah, they're being chased by the federales, yeah, they meet a woman with a bunch of kids who is, a little integral to the story itself. Yeah, they're being chased by the mother's, henchmen or whatever. But if you've watched, Clint Eastwood's movies in the last decade or so, his movies are very personal when it comes to, you're focused on the 2 characters or the 3 characters or whatever it is. You're not focused on much else, because that is usually the most poorly written part of the movie. But what makes the movies work, what makes Clint Eastwood's movies work, at least in the last decade, is those 2 main characters. So therefore, watching a movie like this, I was focused on more of how Edward Minett and, of course, Clint Eastwood would work together. And once again, it's just what makes the movies work. What makes, Clint Eastwood a great director. He knows how to create good dimensional characters. He knows how to make those characters work. He knows how to give those characters chemistry. And even though some of the dialogue and some of the choices they make are a little cheesy and goofy, it's not the best thing Clint Eastwood's done in a while, but I still think at the end of the day, the 2 characters really have, great chemistry. They really work well together. They feel like 2 characters that change each other in different lights and different respects. And I think that's why this movie just succeeds in that part. It has a really interesting kind of thing to say about how characters come from different worlds, but have similar personalities, have similar reasons and logic, and I found that interesting. I really did. For a guy that's not the biggest Clint Eastwood fan in the world, I've come around to his stories, his, movies that he's done recently, because I think they're very small, very personal, and I think they do a really nice job with what they're trying to do. You look at like something like Gran Torino, it's about an old man who's very grizzled, rough around the edges, which is his style now, and a young kid who he ends up protecting, and that's kind of similar here. So I think overall, I enjoyed the movie. Like I said, the Dwight Yoakam stuff and the bad guy stuff is just him trying to, pad the movie as it goes along. But I think if you had taken that stuff out, and maybe not the Dwight Yoakam stuff, but if you had taken the other stuff out and just had it been these 2 people kind of stuck in Mexico trying to get out of Mexico, I think it would have been a much stronger movie. I think, once again, the people that Clint Eastwood works with really have a good sense of what he wants and how he wants to shoot things. Because, once again, this movie is gorgeous to look at. It's very, stylistic, and it's very of what Clint Eastwood does. And, of course, the music very sound. It's very much a piano score and, maybe a guitar and stuff like like that. And I just think overall it's very much a Clint Eastwood movie. It has strong characters, but overall it's just a movie that you focus on those two characters and that journey they take. So, but once again, if you're a Clint Eastwood fan, I think this is a movie you'll really enjoy. If you're not a Clint Eastwood fan, I don't think it's going to change anything for you, but it's still a film I think it's fun, it's entertaining, it's only an hour and 40 minutes, so I think if you really want something that has good character studies and stuff like that, I think you'll enjoy it. So with that said, that is my take on Cry Macho. Thank you so much for watching. Comments below, let me know what you think of this movie, what's your favorite Clint Eastwood movie, all that good stuff. Otherwise, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome, hit that like button, and as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.